It's prediction time. It's a cult prediction time with Kat. Ready? I predict that Zay Frank's next video will likely be released on either the 16th or the 25th. Now, why? Why am I predicting that? Well, I already was going over some of this in my previous video, the one I most recently published. Go back and look at that if you want a little bit of background. I'll fill you in on some of it right now. So this is Zay Frank's Patreon, and clearly his next episode is looking it's going to be about camels. I don't know. I don't have access to any of these because I refuse to pay for any of his membership. I refuse to give him money because I think he's a child abuser. All right, so I think he's part of a cult. For those of you who haven't been keeping up with this, if you're new to the game, that's what I've been prattling on about on this YouTube channel for a while. That I think Zay Frank is a member of a cult that engages in incest and child abuse. And they're devil worshippers. They're the high-end devil worshippers. They're not the idiots who go out in the woods at night wearing all black and, just burn some incense and chant. Well, he might do that too, but I think that they do some real crazy shit. So, and I think that he puts his stuff out there in his YouTube videos. He puts stuff out that references devils and devil worship and demons and stuff. So, what I got into the last video is that I believe that the camel here is a reference to Paimon. I'm just going to say Paimon because I think that's what most people know him as, although my instinct is to call him Paimon. For those of you who don't know, Paimon is, first of all, have you seen Hereditary? Hereditary. This movie that came out back in 2018... it's about a cult that basically sacrificed this entire family to eventually bring Paimon, who is a demon, the ninth king of hell, to life, give him a physical body, which wound up being the body of this boy here. Like, they killed him and had the demon take over his body. And as a precursor to that, they sacrificed all the other family members as well, starting with the little girl. I already pointed out that this movie was directed by Ari Aster, right there. The Aster family, by the way. Illuminati bloodlines. If you ever look up, and we're going to look it up right now, the list of Illuminati bloodlines, let's just do Aster, Bundy. Those are two of them right off the top of my head. I was hoping for a list that I could show you guys right away. Here it is. You can see right here. I've seen Aster spelled with an O and with an E, so but I've seen it more often spelled with an E. Oh, whatever. I don't want to take too long on this, but they were showing it right here. You can see Aster, Bundy, Collins, DuPont, Freeman, Kennedy, Lee, Onassis, Rockefeller, Russell. That's some of them. And these are like the main branches, but then they also have little offshoot branches where they change the name like slightly, so as in Aster can be spelled with an O or maybe with an E, so on and so forth. I'm not saying every person named Aster is a part of the Illuminati bloodline, but I am saying it's more likely if you are a big name director operating in Hollywood and you're producing media to change the minds of the masses, to like mold the minds of people. So these people, the Illuminati bloodlines, these people are like the 1% of the 1%, guys. One of their main concerns is controlling the minds of the mob. You are the mob. If you're an everyday regular citizen, you are considered by them to be their slaves. You are their passive income. And they want to make sure that they control you and corral you. And one of the best ways to do that is to control the media that you consume. So they have a vested interest in controlling Hollywood and the movies that come out of Hollywood, which means they are going to plant sleepers in Hollywood, so to speak. They're going to have Hollywood. You've heard of Hollywood plants, right? I'm sure you have. People who just like suddenly got a big name in Hollywood out of nowhere without putting in the due diligence and the hard work ahead of time. They just like skyrocketed into fame overnight, like those kinds of people. Yeah, so Ari Aster, I think it's interesting that the director of this movie that's about a demon, the ninth king of hell, is directed by Ari Aster. So let's go and look at the ninth king of hell really quickly so that I can explain to you my prediction about Zay Frank's upcoming episode. So that demon, again from Hereditary, is Paimon. I always want to say Paimon, though. I want to say Paimon. I don't know why. Paimon. Here he is. I'm just going to pull up images of him. You guys can go look at the Wikipedia if you'd like. But he's called the ninth king of hell. He is just under Lucifer. He's the most obedient to Lucifer. And you can see here, he is known for riding a dromedary or aka a camel. I already made mention in my last video how Zay Frank references different demons such as Yaldabaoth. He referenced Yaldabaoth last year in 2024 with his video, The Kitten Snake, Rise of the Kitten Snake. Yaldabaoth, look, I'll show you real quick. Yaldabaoth is a lion-headed serpent. A kitten snake, see? So that's just one other example. So now I think that the next, and his number is number 8. Yaldabaoth is associated with the number 8. I think I just showed you, actually. Let's go back real quick. In the images. There, right there, you can see. See how you have a number 8 there? His coils are making a number 8. That's just one image that shows it, too. Right there, his coils are making a number 8. There are other, right there, his coils are making a number 8. So the number 8 is often worked into images of these demons, or like the numbers that are associated with these demons and these entities are often hidden within the images that are created of them. So when it comes to Paimon, let's go back to Paimon now. Paimon is the 9th king of hell. So one of the biggest numbers associated with Paimon is the number 9. We are in a year 9. We're in a 9 year because 2025 adds up to 9 in numerology. You boil every large number down. That's how numerology works, guys. You boil every large number down so that it is a single digit number. So 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 is 9. Not only is he the 9th king of hell, but another number that's associated with him is the number 6. So there's 2 numbers that are mostly associated with him. It's number 9 and the number 6. Why is it number 6? Let's see. Right there, I'll bring that up. This is his sigil or his seal. You can see right here. Now, if you were to turn this upside down, I can't flip it right now. But if just kind of flip the screen upside down if you need to, or flip it upside down in your mind. It makes 4 6s right there. The little curly cues at the top. If you were to flip this on its head, it would be 4 6s. It would be 6 6 6 6. Which 6 and 6 is 12, 6 and 6 is 12, 12 plus 12 is 24, 2 plus 4 is 6. So it all that 6 6 6 6 adds down in numerology to the number 6. Again, I've also heard that it also seems to make, I've heard there's also like 3 6s in here somewhere, which that adds down to 9 anyway. I see 3 8s in here as well, 888. But I would say, and I already said that Ze Frank last year, during the year of 8, 2024, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 is 8. He released a lot of his stuff, not all of it, but a lot of his stuff was released on days that added up either to 8 or to 8-8. And those came back to back, by the way. So I gave the example of like July 1st, although I don't know that he released something on July 1st, but this isn't one date that would be an example. July 1st is 7 plus 1, that's an 8. And then 2024, that's an 8, 8, 8. And then the very following day, July 2nd, would have been 2 plus 1, or sorry, 7 plus 2 is 9. And then add that to the year 8, 2024, and that adds down to 8. 9 plus any number is that number. So 9 plus 7 is 7, because 9 plus 7 is 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. 9 plus 8 is 8, because it's 17. So 1 plus 7 is 8. Get it? 9 plus 2 is 2, because 9 plus 2 comes to 11, and 1 plus 1 is 2. So if you're doing this in numerology, 9 plus any other number just adds down to that number, the one you're adding with 9. All right, I'm gonna stop prattling about that. So anyway, 9s and 6s are the primary numbers associated with Payman here. Mr. Payman, the 9th king of hell. So, as I said, and it's looking like this episode is meant to be released in February. This is going to be his February episode. It's going to be about camels. The demon most associated with camels, like the familiar, because these are all, most demons and witches and stuff, they have familiars. They have animals that are associated with them. Almost pretty much all of them. Because sometimes they are made of animals, like there are a lot of demons out there that have like a toad head or like a horse's head, or they ride on a bear and stuff like that. All right. So as I said, most likely we already passed the 7th. So 7 would have been one of the dates if he's going to release it on a 9 day. So 7 plus 2, February accounts for the 2. 7 plus 2 is 9. And then the year is 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. All right. So we're looking for days that'll add up to 9. So we missed the 7th. He's not releasing it. He didn't release it on the 7th. So then we have to go 9 days later. 9 days later. And we've got the 16th here. So 1 plus 6 right there. And I feel like I should bring up my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, comes to the 16th. I feel like I should bring up my calculator for you guys. The 16th, so 2 for February, plus 1 plus 6, 16. February 16th comes to 9, plus 9, because 2025, I'll just show you guys here again, just for the... Sorry for those of you who are like, this, I'm not a total idiot. Like, I'm going to make this as, like, thumb-sucking, baby, sugar-coated as I possibly can. I'm going to grab you by your hand and guide you in baby steps to this so I can make sure I cover all my bases. As much as I can, as much as I have time to do it. So, 2025, that would add to 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 is 9. 2 for February plus 1 for 16 plus 6 for 16. 9. Plus 9, 18, 1 plus 8. 9. All right? I'm sorry. I don't mean to treat you guys like babies, but just for those of you who need visuals in your heads, I'm just trying to, go over this for you. So, likely really the only 2 dates he has left, if he wants to release it on a 9 date, is the 16th and then the 25th. So the 16th is a 9, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 days later brings it to the 25th. I don't have anything scheduled. No, thank you. So there's that. Those are the two most likely next dates. The two most likely dates of this month that he will release the video on. Now again, remember, payment is also associated with the number 6. So it's possible he will release it on a date that adds up to 6. Possible. So let me think. That would be like the 13th, correct? Yeah. Because 1 plus 3 is 4, then plus 2 for February makes it 6, and then obviously the year is 9, so 6 plus 9 is 6, because anything added with 9 is its own number. So the 13th would be a possibility if he's releasing it on a 6 date. And then we want to go 9 days later. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 22nd. Yep. 2 plus 2 is 4. Plus 2 for February comes to 6. Then 6 plus 9, 2025 is 9. That brings us to another 6. So, and then there's not another 6 in here, I don't think, in this month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we'd be going into March. So, yeah. So the two most likely dates, if he's following 9, if he's trying to appease or honor Payman the demon, then the two most likely dates would be, again, the 16th or the 25th. The next two most likely dates would be the 13th or the 22nd. So 16 and 25 that add up to 9, both of those dates. And it's the 13th adds up to 9 and the 22nd, or 13th adds up to 6 and 22nd adds up to 6. All right. So this is why I learn about these people, so I can try to predict some of their behavior. It's the whole point of a lot of this. For those of you out there who are like, I'm a good little Christian and I hate devil worshippers, you might want to learn how they operate. I come across Christians all the time that are like, don't speak of the devil. I won't hear it. I won't hear anything about it or what they do or anything about the devil. It's like, well, then you're not going to be very good at protecting yourself from how these people operate. I'm not saying I'm the best at, but at least I'm putting it, making an effort here. So know thine enemy is what I'm saying. So if you guys don't like child rapists, child abusers who worship the devil, so on and so forth, then you might want to figure out how they operate, the cults that worship them. But again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe a cigar is just a cigar, right? Was it Freud or Jung that said that? One of them said that, because sometimes a cigar is symbolic of it's a phallic symbol, but sometimes a cigar is also just a cigar. So maybe his camel is just a camel. Maybe it's not a reference to Payman. I'm also planning on making a video going back and showing you guys how each year adds up to a number. So this year, again, 2025 adds up to 9. 2024 added up to 8. 2023 added up to 7. 2022 added up to 6, so on and so forth. And each of those numbers is associated with a demon. Demons and demon kings and stuff have certain numbers associated with them. And they also have certain familiars. They have certain animals associated with them. And for just a passing glance, I haven't sat down and really worked it out very strenuously. I haven't focused on it. But just from what I'm going back and looking at a little bit and remembering, he has released videos about specific animals that are associated with specific demons that have the same numbers, on each year. All right. So again, for example, last year added up to 8. He made a reference to Yaldabaoth, and Yaldabaoth's number is 8. And then I want to say he made references to certain animals. Yeah, I'll just make a video explaining all that. I'll make a whole other video with different visuals. But yeah, just to show you guys. So again, this is prediction time. I am predicting that Ze Frank's next video will likely be released on either the 16th or the 25th. And second most likely on the 13th or the 22nd. I could be wrong. Or it could be right, and just to throw me off, he might just like go ahead and release it on some random date. Or here's another, there could be some other number that I'm not aware of that is associated with payment. Like a Brassix, for example, he's associated with 8 in some ways as well, but his biggest number, I think, he's associated with 5. He's also associated with 365 because he's a solar deity, and yeah. So anyway, so yeah, these demons can have a few different numbers associated with them, but the 2 numbers most associated with Payman are 9 and 6, and just call me Monkey Wrench, you know? It's like, oh my gosh, I would love it so much. I would love it so much if he was planning on releasing it on one of those dates, and now he's going to be like, no, I can't. She called me on it. Fuck. I want to play into her predictions. I'm going to fuck with you. So now that I've caught on to one of your patterns, I can just fuck with it. 9. This year is going to be so much fun, Zay. It's going to be fun. We're going to have some fun. You ready? I'm ready. I'm ready for some fun. All right, I got to go. I got stuff to do. Bye-bye.